Rich Amiri will never be respected. That's an absolute fact. Keep it a fucking being, bro. Ain't nobody really respecting Rich Amiri discography. Rich Amiri has to have one of the best discographies. Matter of fact, let me show you. Cause y'all might be thinking I'm fucking trolling and shit. I dead be listening to Rich Amiri. 37 like songs from Rich Amiri. I dead be listening to him, bro. On some real shit. He's hard. Y'all just start decking cause bro is popping and shit.
Amiri has songs that he posted not even a year ago that it barely cracks 100K. Some of them have like 20K. It's crazy. When you look at Ken Carson, his audios average anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million, and his music videos are doing over 1 million.
you looking a little, you looking heavy as shit at the numbers.
Basically every single time.
So recently I was having a simple conversation with one of my homeboys, right? And we were just talking about Rich Amiri. I told him, I said, yo, when is the last time you heard about Rich Amiri? Do you ever keep up with him? You know what I'm saying? And he told me the only time I hear about Rich Amiri is when they're promoting that he surpassed somebody in monthly listeners. And I kind of thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I think that's the same with me. I don't really hear about him for real. Every now and then, yeah, I might see that he's performing overseas. He's doing well. It looks like he's doing well. He's still at 8 million monthly listeners. Like, you can't argue with that. The numbers is there. Some people feel like it's botted. I'm not gonna argue with that, but yeah. And I told him, I was like, bro, it's so weird though with Rich Amiri is that I never see his fan base. I don't even know if he actually has
I'm right here. I'm right here. I listen to him.
Fan base. The only time I hear about him is when he's getting hated on. And I made a video not too long ago on why Rich Amiri will never be respected. I had trouble kind of like explaining why, because now it's starting to make sense. All right, Rich Amiri, right? We all know that he surpassed all these people a long time ago, probably like a good 4 months ago when One Call came out or whatever. Over time, it gradually just went crazy. It's his biggest song, and that made him surpass all these rappers like Lucky, Destroy Lonely, Ken, all the people that's in underground. He didn't surpass everybody, okay? And so much time has went by, but one thing I still notice is that Rich Amiri and his team, they're still trying to promote that he surpassed people. That's the only time they talk about him. That's the only time they put him out there. They don't promote his singles the same way they promote him surpassing people. They don't, bro. And it's kind of weird. I don't know if Internet Money or his team are trying to do this, but I feel like they're trying to base his whole career off of just One Call or him surpassing people. Like, I don't know.
Matter of fact, I ain't gonna tolerate this disrespect. Let me put out some fucking bangers. Let's go old school Rich Amiri.
Can't say I ain't tried. I can't lie, babe. I need some time. Damn. And you asking why? I need some space, but I don't mean by.
You want another one?
You forgot all about me. Steve-O in the South, man, free in front of the county. And they used to clown me, but now my diamonds drowning. I had a call to my friends, I went and caught some new bands. I joined in a new dancer, I think I hope from Atlanta. Dirty money, dirty funds. Love my soul, she tell me that I'm the one. No, I can't give you love, I'm gon' get up. No, feel like I don't know you. Damn, I miss her oil. No, I can't control you, so I can set you all no. I'm not.
Like, come on, bro. He has bangers, and I'm gonna raise my hand, and I listen to Rich Amiri, loud and proud.
What their strategy is. I don't know what they're going for, because I actually used to like Rich Amiri music. Actually thought bro was talented at a time, but this is just my opinion. I know people gonna feel a different type of way, but I do feel like Internet Money or whoever his team are, they're trying to point him into this direction of just making One Call over and over again. Every song has the same sequence. He used to be way more melodic, and y'all
I'ma keep it a bean. The melodic shit was way better. One Call was cool, but the shit he making now, that shit whole lot of ass.
probably think, oh, dude, he just being a hater or whatever. You can say whatever you want to say, but like, I'm finna show you something, because I'm really not the only person that think this way. And I seen something recently, right, where there was a few pages that try to post that Rich Amiri had passed up Ken Carson in monthly listeners, and it's already been 6 months, right, or 5 months. Why would you promote that again? We already knew that a long time ago, right? So instead of people actually just giving Rich Amiri his props, this time they got very, very mad. You had people just saying, yo, it's just botted, so I'm gonna just show off these tweets and show y'all what's going on. But the page has said Rich Amiri has surpassed Ken Carson in monthly listeners. W or L. Gas Baby said they got hundreds of phones taped to the wall, connected to computers streaming Rich Amiri. Then somebody said this is listeners, and they showed a whole gif of robots walking. Somebody asked who was actually bumping Rich Amiri. They using the bots they use for PS5 and Xbox release. Somebody said 100% botted, I don't care, ain't nobody telling me, yo, put on that Rich Amiri. I really don't think Rich Amiri even has a fan base either. It's weird. Somebody said internet money always botted. Not gonna lie, this
I'm telling you, know what the thing is, bro? They afraid to be themselves. They be like, damn, you listen to Rich Amiri, you was mad pussy. Is either that or about call him a fucking loser and give him a fucking wedgie. Cause ain't nobody really gonna say that shit, bro. It's like you listen to a female artist. It's like you bumping Gorilla in your ear and somebody asks you who you listen to. You about to say you listen to Ken Carson. You're not gonna say you listen to Gorilla. Come on, we gotta be honest, bro. We gotta be fucking honest with each other. And people listen to him, they just keep that shit on the low.
don't make sense how he surpassed him. It does. I mean, one car does have 300 million streams, like not a single real human. If there's no Rich Amiri fans, then I'm dead. And somebody made a tweet and he said exactly what I've been trying to say this whole time. He said he's been surpassed Ken for months. He had like 12 million monthly listeners, but Ken been gaining while he's been losing, so they're closer now. Then somebody said, I can't wait for Rich Amiri to fall off when TikTok finds a new artist. And look, I've been seeing that he's finna drop a single soon because his team is obviously obsessed with
this single's hard. Oh my god, hold on.
Better keep it cool, cause this shit could get ugly. Remember I was dead broke, now I got some money. Feds on my trail, I ain't going through the country. Never tell my tale, I'm a war, boy, I love you. Knew you was a hoe, you wanna smoke about a hoe, huh? Never tell a lie, but I might tell you a joke, huh? If for that, yeah, that right, doing donuts.
I'm gassing OD right now, but it's a good ass fucking snippet.
with numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's all they promoting, right? So hopefully he actually sells well. You feel me?
Hey, what's good with y'all boys, man? It's your boy Tan Toes. Now, as always, shout out Duty, cause he knew I'd have some shit to say about this topic. Cause why the hell does Rich Amiri have more monthly listeners than Ken Carson, when we all know that Ken is the more popular and known artist? Well, I'll tell you why. And before we say Rich Amiri uses bots, before we say anything like that, let me just give y'all some valuable information. Monthly listeners on Spotify have become something that doesn't show how much success you have, it shows how much the industry backs you up. Plain and simple. I knew this when Ice Spice, before she lost 20 million or whatever, she had more than Young Thug. Ice Spice had more than Young Thug. And I think it's hilarious with this Rich Amiri and Ken situation. Y'all in the comments don't hesitate to say the reasoning. Y'all say it's bots. Y'all say they got 1,000 phones in a room streaming bro's music. I think it's hilarious for the sole fact, people are just viewing the rap scene from a realistic standpoint and they can see the foolery. Now listen, I'm not gonna come out here and say he's botting without giving a good reason why he might not be botting. So first, I think I should answer the question, do I think it's a possibility that Rich Amiri genuinely has more than Ken Carson? And I mean, his sound is a little more mainstream. He had one call that had a bunch of streams, so that might, be majority of the listeners. But I still lean towards, like I said, he has more people backing him up. And my real reason for this observation is the damn YouTube analytics. Cause that's where the truth lies, y'all. I'm telling you, you could look at a Rich Amiri audio that he just dropped. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 2 songs, both audio videos, and they got about 100K. And then other than one call, his recent music videos, they get about 600, 700, 800K. Still amazing numbers. Yeah, but just cool. When looking at it compared to Ken, I mean, Rich Amiri has songs that he posted not even a year ago that it barely cracks 100K. Some of them have
cause these songs are shitty as shit. That's why these songs fucking suck.
20K. It's crazy. When you look at Ken Carson, his audio,
all these is good songs.
Videos average anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million, and his music videos are doing over 1 million basically every single time.
Mind you too. I ain't trying to argue, but bro, it's based around Cardi, and the Cardi fan base, that shit like infestation. That's like a wasp nest. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the queen moves, they move right with it.
And with such a discrepancy in numbers, on streaming services and YouTube, I'm telling y'all, YouTube is the most accurate. And it isn't crazy to say that numbers are being tampered with behind the scenes. And I think a lot of y'all already believe this with the way that y'all are commenting bots, man. So what do you think? Maybe the Rich Amiri fans are mad low-key. Maybe they're a little embarrassed, but they're all gonna come out when we make this video. So damn, that's where they're all at. I didn't know. But personally, it does seem strange that on Spotify he's the same level as Ken Carson when, I know a lot of people who know Ken Carson and they don't know Rich Amiri. But that's why I'm asking y'all to let me know in the comments what you truly think. But of course, that's all I got for y'all, man. Go show Duty some love and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out.
It's a good
Why
between them, shawty. Just stay off the medicine, stay off the pill. Mommy so weird and I'm giggling, shawty. I really be fuck with this eye for real. Shit like a motherfucking rock. Half of your nigga be fucking in pots. Bands moving on the low. Shawty a fan.